Time for ENCE to step up. They certainly did that in the second half of Mirage, but as we've said already, Pilski, they did not give themselves enough room from the T side of Mirage. Now, though, they get to start on the CT side of Ancient, a fairly CT-sided map, and everything pointing in the right direction, hopefully, for ENCE to be able to push this one through to a map 3.
Could be a good opportunity for Hades to get himself rolling as well. It seems like he's had like a slow start to some of these games, but if ENCE can have a good start on the CT side and he can get an AWP in his hands nice and early, that could be a promising sign.
Faze look like they want to keep the pace moving pretty quickly as they go straight into the B bomb site. Hades mollied out, but he doesn't care. He's fighting through the fire and the flames. And he'll find himself just the one frag. Trades do come out from Faze as the bomb plant goes down, but Rops has not planted it safely and he'll die. And it's now back into equal numbers scenario. Faze with some strange control of the map are going to go straight through that smoke and all the way to A. Snappy calls the bluff. He follows suit, but the Doolies cannot stand up against the Glock. So it's on to just Snacks solo as Brokey is able to get the plant down. Carrigan was not expecting Snacks from that angle at all, and Brokey has a very winnable round ahead of him now. Works his way forward onto the site, but Brokey... Oh, he just gets deleted, Snacks!
That's vintage from Snacks. Like, the amount of USP clips that Snacks has had in his career is absolutely insane.
Big apples, something.
Yeah, something about
hungry.
apples. Personally, I prefer Samsung myself, but, you know, whatever. Each to their own.
What a flick.
Dude, I even used to have, like, a Stat Track Orion, the same USP that Snacks has always used, with all the stack stickers on it. So
Weird
all
flex,
the iconic,
man, but
all the iconic clips.
Cool.
Look, I had that same pistol.
What's that? That's filth.
That's vintage. Vintage Snacks. Very much needed for ENCE as well. Get themselves off on the right foot and keep it rolling, man. Didn't have a great start to the last half. Force up from Faze after the plant, though. Goes 1 for 1 in middle. Rest of Faze starting to gun it out A now.
Able to line a couple up. Did get binked down, but he'll survive for now. The smoke actually will help him out. And Hades is going to try to just chime through with that final kill. Could have been a bit more of an expensive round for ENCE than it was, but there you go. 3 guns alive. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Faze don't get a plant either, so ENCE, this is a chance for them to build up their economy. Anti-eco. Don't lose too many guns if you can avoid it. Faze probably will be some investment in this round, maybe a couple of upgraded pistols. So you can't take them for granted. Faze on the digs are scary, man. It's going to be a deco.
Deco for all but Carrigan.
Yeah. I think once you get close to 30 or you hit 30, you don't buy dig anymore.
Your deagle pass is denied?
Yeah. You're not allowed.
You try and click on it and it just goes boom. It won't let you buy it.
You are old, sorry.
ENCE have taken real control of the map already. And I guess you're liable to do that when you know that Faze is on a full eco.
That would have been a kill before the deagle change.
Well, I think we can all say working as intended. Snacks having a pretty good start to the map. 5 and 1. Picked up a few eco frags there.
That is, yeah, maybe more damage than ENCE really bargained for. But 3 alive, 2 rounds in a row is about an even outcome for both teams. It still gives opportunity for Faze to come into these next couple of rounds and crack down on that CT economy and really get their foothold in this half.
Yep.
But it's still a chance where ENCE can keep things rolling nice and early. 1+ K on most of the players bar Snappy, so if they do drop a gun round here, it's probably going to be a single save from them. I feel like Faye's going to kick off a BXE pretty early on here.
That is a lot of mid-control attempted by ENCE, and they've probably got the players in the right position to try and defend against a B push. Hades boosted up, spots the head of Carrigan, and he's a dead man.
Oh, look at Rops, though. This duel between Rops and Dihar is absolutely huge. Dihar does win it, so still some control of middle for ENCE. Snappy's alive and Cheetah here, and Brokey trying to put that plant down and set up the 2-on-3 post plant.
Oh, Twist is going to get aggressive, but it ultimately is his undoing. Brokey he would have been heard.
Yeah.
There was a tag on the molly there, so it makes it pretty easy for ENCE to finish off in the end.
Plant, though, is probably going to allow Faze in for another buy here if they want it. Depends how much they value the AWP and things like that. But yeah, still plenty of cash here to reinvest. And with 3 alive for ENCE, that's going to be a bit of a money building round for them. But here's now an opportunity for them to go for an AWP if they want to. Snacks can definitely drop that over to Hades. But they're going to continue with this rifle-centric gameplay. 3 AKs picked up by ENCE gives them a lot of one-shot headshot potential, which can be pretty good on the CT side. Cool approach to that first gun round, though, Jordan. Just absolutely dominating mid from ENCE. They're going for something similar. 4 mollies in the first part of the round to just deny any entry into middle or B ramp.
I mean, that was pretty much what ENCE did last round. They're really looking to control the flow of the play on this CT side.
But look at the adjustment from Faze. Like, they just let ENCE use all that utility. They're holding all of their grenades, and then they're going to go back for some mid and B ramp control in the mid round, but they've lost twists on the way through.
It's not looking too fantastic at the moment for Faze. This is a real fight back from ENCE after what happened on map 1. Turning the tide, that's for sure. Snacks gets the timing wrong, and Rops is waiting for him.
Snappy almost dies, just getting spammed through that cheetah wall there. Rest of Faze going to link up with Rops and start making their way towards that A site, which is going to be a lot of pressure on Hades. The rest of the ENCE team on the other side of the map, but they've done a little bit of pushing and they've gathered a little bit of info at least. Snappy gone for a little bit of a risky push down B ramp, considering he's so low. Has gathered some great info.
Huge, though.
Yeah, I mean, look at that rotation across. Both Madden and Deha are going to be in a much better position now.
Madden's already on the A-bomb side, and Deha is about halfway there, watching for a push coming through from mid. The util's going to give the game away now. ENCE is going to know this is an A push. Deha, he goes down, only the 1-for-1, but Hades still alive. Not too much coming through from him either, and Deha eventually drops. It's Snappy, who is wrapping from behind on 2 HP that will now have to clutch it out for ENCE. Otherwise, it'll be the first round under the belt for Faze.
Yep, he thought about it.
Thought better of it.
Yeah, no loss bonus, so if he survives here, he can drop a rifle over to Deha or Snacks, which is going to shore up their buy a little bit. Having a look around middle, seeing if he can pick himself up any more grenades. He's found himself another flash. That's pretty cool. Good adjustment from Faze, though. That was a bit of a miscellaneous push through the smoke on bottom mid from Snacks. ENCE with man advantage there. Feeling like maybe they needed to force something.
Well, that might be the first step on the way to victory for Faze. They're looking for that 2-0. Money's a bit spotty on the CT side as well, isn't it?
Well, for both teams, really. At least Faze have got a little bit of loss bonus. It's going to be a swing round.
And these were the ones that brought ENCE unstuck on map 1.
This is mid take. ENCE don't dominate mid this time. A little bit of a different approach. Instead, investing a lot of utility over towards that B side of the map. But Snappy pops out from Cheetah and gets himself a pick. First man advantage for ENCE yet again.
Oh, Rain, is he going to swing? No, he's got a nade in hand. And Snappy's found that timing. Doesn't seem to matter which way they try to control mid. ENCE continues to win.
Yeah, 4-on-2 for them. But Robson Brokey's still alive,
Oh,
well
Rops.
and truly able to win this round if they find the right timings. Great pick from Rops, but he loses a lot of HP.
It's going to get boosted up. Molly's going to go back in to cover off Donut, but they don't have a smoke, which is going to make getting a plant incredibly difficult, maybe nigh impossible. Rops, it's got some trickiness going on, but it's not going to matter. ENCE will win their 5th. And where's the answer from Faze?
Haven't had one yet. Bit of a different timing to pop out mid there from Snappy. You know, they've been doing a lot of those mid takes, trying to dominate mid and fight the rest of the map from there. That time, Snappy pops out on a little bit of a different timing from Cheetah and finds a lot of success there, a lot of impact. is this half buy from Faze. They didn't get that bomb plant, so they couldn't quite put a buy together here. So that was massive from ENCE.
Faster into mid again from Faze, and this time it's Twists with the Tech 9 that's looking for damage. Hasn't really been able to connect much just yet. ENCE's going to keep them from pushing any further, so it's towards the donut that they turn.
Yeah, Faze just executing B to try and push and pull rotations and find a little bit of a timing to get a pick in mid. Same kind of concept as those A-site smokes on Mirage with the lurk under underpass.
Snack's well aware that Twists is stuck in the cutout now. Has got a little hole in the smoke to peek through.
Rain's got a pick. This is getting spicy for ENCE. They lose this round, they will get hard reset, and this is going to be a much closer game.
Rain unable to double down. Carrigan is going to check the corner, but didn't really commit to it. Inevitably, though, Rops and Twists have found a frag apiece. Twists in mid, biding his time, and he certainly has been rewarded for that. Rops is lucky to be alive, but that is a bomb plant going down right now, and Faze
Twist is in bloody Canada.
have only two
He hasn't
players
made it
left.
to the tournament yet. Where's he at?
Hopefully he's hopping on the plane. And hopefully it's a pretty fast one, because he's going to be needed. Hades is starting to push his way down and clear. Angled eagle shot. Not quite there for Brokey. And now it's Hades trying to force the push to come through. They've still got time left to play with here, Faze. But spam from the Tech 9. It's going to do the job. Twists now in the one-on-one. All he has to do is line them up. But the reload, it gets the better of him. And he had to push through the smoke. He didn't know if Hades was defusing or not. And Faze cannot get it over the line.
No, but that's a lot of damage on the half bite. And they get a plant with full loss bonus. So they're straight back into this gun round here, Jordan. And they definitely have an opportunity to break ENCE's money now.
I thought Faze was going to win that.
Yeah, me too.
Spam through the wood wall. If he didn't have to reload, and if he could have kept spamming through the wall, easy clap. Not so this time. Difficult task ahead for Faze now.
100%. But ENCE, this could be a very different game if they lose this round. This is a big swing round for Faze, who are sizing up this A side of the map on a bit of a different timing. They're going to leave Rain over here, but Madden, great peek down B ramp. Both him and Snappy have done such a great job of just getting picks autonomously by aggressing B ramp or aggressing Cheetah at the right point in the mid round.
It's toward A that Faze is going to turn their attention this time. We'll get to see what their A take is going to look like. Carrigan has already managed to equalize the numbers with that frag onto Snacks. Hades behind these smokes, in fact above these smokes. He's going to do a good job of catching one on the entry. And Faze slowed down. They need to pick that bomb back up, making a bit of noise. Brokey, he's going to fall for the exact same trick.
Dude, Hades is 15-2, and I haven't even seen him pick up an AWP yet. He is dominating.
Hit rounds in, 15 frags.
Bro, ENCE is my favorite Polish team right now. Look at them go.
They do have a Polish flag on HLTV at the moment.
It's been a while since I saw Polish flag in Tier 1 tournament, not going to lie. Faze full loss bonus though, so they're straight back into it. Gonna buy up here. But that's a bit of an economy building round from ENCE. Really, really nice multi-frags in there from Hades, shutting things down. Makes all the difference. A lot of util being invested. Carrigan has a bit of a timing to come up ramp here. Ooh, Madden, I think here's the footsteps. Carrigan not respecting this at all. Straight up in front of the smoke, and he's going to find the entry as well. Rain getting snappy on Cheetah side. ENCE's peaks in the mid-round are not doing well for them this time.
Oh, Snacks catches Rain. He was getting a little bit greedy for a frag there, wasn't he? So the numbers do get drawn back by one, but it's still advantageous for Faze.
Rob's throwing mid-smokes from outside of A right now. He's just got so many nerdy lineups, man. They're going to go and take mid-control off of those smokes a little bit. Just a little bit of a peek into mid. Faze still very spread across the map. And with those mid-smokes being thrown out, as well as control of a position like Cheetah and B-Ramp, Faze know that they've done a great job denying a lot of info to ENCE. ENCE very split up at the moment, one apiece across all the sites.
Oh, Snacks, you got to be quaking in your boots at the moment if you're feeling that there's this many players headed in your direction. But will they check him is the ultimate question.
Oh.
Rops has it on lockdown.
Yeah, that's really nice mid-rounding from Faze. Just those smokes into middle to deny info. They do a great job of just cutting the map in half and not allowing ENCE to get any kind of flanks or any kind of advanced info that allows them to inform their decisions and kind of rotate and stack the site. That's really what you want to be doing in these disadvantageous situations on the CT side. You need to try and go for info gathering. You need to try to go push, maybe even up the numbers a little bit. Just not something that ENCE were allowed to do. These 2 guns being saved over from ENCE, though, is definitely going to give them another buy in the next round, but that will be it. If FaZe can win another gun round, then this is going to get a whole lot closer. If that's the case, Jordan, that's where we're looking again at ENCE to go onto their T side, and that's where they need to get work done, but failed to do so on Mirage.
Hey, it's a similar position right now for FaZe as to what ENCE was dealing with in the first half of Mirage.
Yeah.
FaZe need to win a swing round, and then the half can potentially still be theirs.
ENCE taking attack here. They recognize the importance of this round. If they drop this round, this half's going to be completely different. It's going to be FaZe very quickly getting, 4 or 5 rounds on the trot, most likely. But like I said, taking attack, a bit of a double-edged sword. This is going to give FaZe some time themselves to kind of discuss how they want to approach this round, as it is an important one for them, right? This is their entry point back into the half.
Big investment coming through from both sides. Diha, though, is just down to the MP9. He's favoured a bit of extra util rather than an upgraded weapon. See what Hades can do early on in this round with the AWP.
Double smoke top mid, interesting.
Have really looked for a lot of mid-control early on in the piece, but it's not going to be what matters necessarily here. Snappy, this duel, a big one, and he'll beat Carrigan to the punch. Madden blindly spraying wildly even.
Oh, Hades all alone on this site until these flanks come in through mid-side. You can see both Snacks as well as Diha aggressing up there, but Rain's cleaned Hades off the site. Are they going to be ready for this quick double flank through Cave, though?
Oh, they certainly weren't expecting it initially, but do they know that there's 2 players? That's the big question mark, and Diha, having been dealt with by Rops, makes the job much more difficult for Snacks. He pulled off a nice clutch in the pistol, but can't do it this time.
That's it. FaZe is straight back into it, Jordan. Massive round for them to win. ENCE is completely broke.
That's the kind of round that went missing for ENCE in the first map too. This time, they have a little bit more leeway to play with, but it's not a good sign. Even though the scoreline is very favorable, you feel as though FaZe is a bit of a shark in the water right now.
Yeah. Should be a pretty clean anti-eco from them. Not a whole lot invested in here from ENCE. Push on towards the A side of the map for Ross to defend. Just get cleaned up. So that's going to be a rifle in the hand of Diha to try and do further damage.
Roki, not going to be making a mistake here. 250 gets whipped out for a second frag, and it's just Madden left now for ENCE, and that scoreboard is ticking ever closer. Speaking of mistakes, though, a missed shot. It
that might just be
Madden
a
a
save.
chance.
I think that you just saved the orb there, to be honest.
Well, it's going to be a long save.
Give it to your boy Hades. And now we listen to the tranquil sounds of the jungle. What is that?
That's just beautiful.
Oh, can you imagine if like they just started some construction or something right at that 1 second? Oh, boy, that's what it was like at my old apartment, dude. Every day, you wake up in the morning. Oh, I mean, you know, that's your life.
Yes.
Open up the...
Bang, 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 bang. Brr. Hey, everyone, wake up. It's 7 a.m. Thanks, guys. I'm glad we had that moment of peace, though.
Yeah. Quiet before the storm. ENCE have been pretty good in these gun rounds, so let's see them give it another crack. Not a whole lot of mollies invested this time from ENCE. A bit of a change-up in approach. You know, they're not bombarding Molotovs into mid and into towards cheater side. Actually, Snappy takes his Molotov. So, not what they were looking for. Aggression from ENCE, though, is really routinely been shut down these last couple of rounds from Faze. They've already dealt with Mad, and Snappy can't get out of cheater right now, but straight down mid is Snacks, able to trade one back, and the rest of Faze trying to kick off his B execute, but they're getting disrupted at every turn. This is beautiful from ENCE.
They're not being given the chance to even walk through the doors. Hades eventually gets his hands onto an AK and keeps holding that W button. Ooh.
ENCE, sorry mate, it's closed for today. Not allowed in. Get to the B site.
Eight 4. Really nice response from ENCE, just when it sort of looks like maybe FaZe is going to be given the opportunity to start to take some control on their T side.
Dude, Hades is balling out of control. 19-5. Oh, a lot more activity in mid this time from FaZe.
Rain has the opener, so maybe FaZe is not done just yet. Maybe looking towards a bit of an A push here with Rops trending toward that side of the map. Snacks here in mid, waiting patiently on the line. Could potentially find a couple of frags if he gets his timing right, or if FaZe walks into that crosshair.
So many annoying positions for ENCE to deal with. Great pick from Snacks out of Donut, though. Dihart goes down at mid, I was going to say. Bloody hell, how has he won that duel?
Drive by, and Rops is getting eaten alive by Snacks at the moment. Dihart is there to bail him out of trouble as well.
Just can't lose a fight right now. Outside of Rain, who's hitting a couple of shots.
To be fair, Snacks was tagged up. Hades will make no mistake.
Ooh, that's going to be a reset. That's a reset on FaZe's money. That's double dig for ENCE, no doubt about it. What a great CT side. Same as Mirage. If their T side is going to go missing a little bit like the last map, then maybe they do need to get the most that they can out of this CT side here. But I don't know if that's going to be the case, to be honest, because I feel like they just lost the important key swing rounds on Mirage. It's not that their approach was terrible. And I feel like, in general, I'm always a fan of Snappy's calling.
They looked pretty competitive on the T side of Mirage. More competitive than 4 rounds would indicate.
Yeah. The opening game of the tournament, ENCE against Mouse, like, Snappy's calling on Nuke was really good.
Maybe we'll get to see that calling on Nuke once again.
That's true.
If ENCE are successful here. Push in again from Snappy. ENCE have been really aggressive on the CT side in taking map control, and he's right behind Rain, but he doesn't know it. Execution from Rain, but he's punished himself. Hades now. Bit of aim prac maybe ahead for him in this round as he's dealing with just the pistols. Already 2 dropping to his hand, but Dihart and Madden have the rest secured.
They're kind of stomping them. Not going to lie. Like, you're playing with a stand-in and you're playing like the major winners. And it doesn't really look like a close half of Counter-Strike. Like, ENCE is playing a fantastic game right now.
One round left in the half phase. One round can make a big difference.
Again, you're getting this very, very quick one straight down mid that ENCE have found success with it. But it's Hades who's on this line over towards the cheater side.
He's looking for more, and he's getting it 23-5. What a monster half this has been from the AWPer on ENCE.
As FaZe respond now after losing that first pick. They've thrown a couple of smokes over here towards B round, trying to get some more space.
Snacks is looking for a timing, and he might just get it as well. Util in hand for those couple of FaZe members. Shot's not going to connect, and Snacks tucks himself in the corner. Has he got any backup? Does he even need any backup? Getting that first, and of course, Hades, you know, he's there. He's everywhere on this map at the moment. Rops on 20 HP, has only 3 players to deal with. And I say only 3 because it is Rops. Every chance he could pull it off, but he runs into Hades,
25.
who is just an absolute freight train in the first half of this map. 25 frags. How the tables turn. 11-4 the scoreline. ENCE, they pick up a lot of rounds on their CT side after dropping map 1 to Faze. But Pilski, it is ancient. It's a CT-sided map, and 25 frags from Hades. I'm not sure that we're expecting to see the same kind of thing here in the second half, and if that starts to fall off a little bit, is there enough in the back pocket for ENCE to win this map, or can Faze make a huge comeback? We'll find out how the pistol round plays out. It'll be a big deal.
Yeah, quick one straight up through cave into the B site here. Two Smoke's going to block off the vision of these CTs who are just looking for spam kills on the planter.
They're getting a bit of damage done. A couple of tags onto Dekar. Hades as well, copping some. Rotations come across from Faze, and Rops is still working his way into mid. But in the meanwhile, the plant has gone down. The post-plant positions have now been secured for ENCE. When it comes down to how Faze goes about this retake, they're going to have to do it with 4. Twists having already dropped, and Rain looking to clear out a bunch of angles. He spots Snacks, boosts it up, deals with him comfortably, and it's now a 3-on-3. But Rops, the danger lurking behind, will be able to strike onto Madden. Snappy's in a good spot to clutch this round out, though. Carrigan has to sit that defuse. He's got a kit. Rops loses a lot of HP, but hits the head. And Faze win the all-important pistol.
Yeah, we got a game on our hands, for sure. Plant comes in for ENCE, though, so that's really going to tempt them into a force in the second round here. Maybe some AKs being dropped over. Chance to continue fighting for this half. Try to reset Faze's money nice and early on. Would put them in pole position to clean up Ancient pretty quickly and concisely. No util here for ENCE. 3 smokes and a nade. Already one of them being burned to try to get some control of Cheetah here. Not too much nuance about this round for ENCE. This is going to be a split pick kind of round, some dry contact kind of approaches. It's all about the timings. Where are these MP9s at? Carrigan's on B. Twist is in mid. So MP9 against Galil at this range is a good opportunity for ENCE.
Yeah, but Rops is also kind of lurking. You do have a bit of assistance maybe coming through from Rain as well into mid. Twists. That gap is kind of starting to close, and Snacks is pretty close by. Twist has bided his time nicely. He'll spot Decar first. A double kill with the MP9. That's illegal. And Rops and Brokey chime in with one apiece as well.
Yeah, great crossfire. 2 players in towards Donut side. Twist plays that absolutely perfectly. A lot of damage into some of these players, but this is sometimes Galil life, man. Can't quite finish off the frags, and Faze looking to close down a pretty quick round here. 40 seconds on the clock. Bombs dropped on top of the box in middle. Spotted by Carrigan.
Galal. That nade did a lot less damage than I thought it would.
Yeah, a bit more grease on that one, I reckon. Elbow grease, that is.
Oh, and another
The
kill
shadow
goes the way of the
advantage,
MP9. So more cash in the back pocket for Faze. A couple of upgrades there too. Well, just the one.
It's going to be the eco now for ENCE. And Faze with now an opportunity to build up their cash. They've already got 2+K in the bank on cross most of their players. Rops is looking to farm up some anti-eco kills on the MP9, and he'll be rich too.
Looks like again it'll be mid-control that is going to be the battle in this half. Faze are looking to send a lot of forces in that direction, put a lot of util down there. Even if ENCE hasn't put a whole lot of money into this round, they're also sending forces in that direction. Not going to work out for them, though. Oh, Snacks again. Here we go, Pilski. He might get another one!
Ooh, let's go.
There's Zeus. 2 from 2. And this one actually feels as though it might be a little more impactful than the last.
Yeah, he's got a A1S. Boost him up somewhere. Yeah, chuck him up on a cheeky little angle.
Snappy. Unfortunately, not able to do too much. Rain really looks to have found a good timing there as he catches a couple of those ENCE players with their pants down.
It's actually, if they wait a little longer to get these kills, yeah, Robs can come in on the flank with the MP9 and then go pick him up with the rifle. That's great team play from Faze as well, dropping him over the gun. So Faze only lose an MP9 out of that round and 1 set of armor. Yep. Really solid anti-eco.
Last round, they only lost an MP9 as well.
Yeah, they're going to build up a lot of cash here.
What I sound like when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay.
these days.
First gun round. Getting old, Jordan. Getting old.
Big one for ENCE. They'll try to contest in toward middle. Faze have been putting a lot of resources there, but it's not working this time. Guns in hand. The AKs make the difference, and Faze now really relying on Rops to bring up the goods, and that is it. Holds down the spray with the Khalil. Headshots to boot, and Faze are back in the driver's seat, even despite the fact the bomb has gone down.
Madden, got to do a lot of work in from this donut position here. Another smoke thrown on the right side. Snack's going to try and take an early duel in towards Temple here, but good spacing from Rain. Madden now 1v2. Has he got the right timing here? Rops, what a bloody performance in that round. The pre-fire on the second player into a double dink on that Galil saves the round from Faze.
Not so Galal anymore, is it, Pilski?
Godlil.
It's Gapog.
I think mine was a little bit better. Just a little bit.
What do you mean? I'll tell you which one is going to get spammed more in the chat.
Okay.
And it's definitely Gapog.
No, it's not.
It is.
God.
No, it's Gapog. Everyone's going to be spamming it.
That's such a weird... why would you even come up with that? Either way, look, ENCE on another buy here. Full loss bonus, bomb plants. We know how that all goes these days. Great money built up by Faze, though. Look at this. Plenty of cash in the bank for them to continue to try to fight for this half. That last round was unreasonable. They had no business winning that one. Duel towards Cheetah's side. Rain finds that first pick. Pressure on ENCE now. Twist has got full control of the middle and he's tapping heads.
Yeah, the game is shifting, isn't it? CT side, what a difference it makes, and Faze, they are rampaging through this half at the moment. Dika and Snacks. The last semblances of hope for ENCE in this round.
I wonder if they're talking Polish right now.
Probably. Why not? Dika has progressed pretty nicely up into the B bomb site, but no one's really watching for that peek from Brokey, and that'll be a freebie 1-for-1. That's enough, especially considering Rain is still hanging around. He knows where Dika is, and you've got that wrap. This time it's from Twists, not from Rops, but it's the same position, and there's nowhere really for Dika to go. Rain, wide swing, gets the better of him, and that gap really is starting to close now.
Yeah, no plant. It's going to make it much harder for ENCE to put a buy together here. It's probably back down to another half buy. Just a lack of a T side again, unfortunately, is what it comes down to, really.
Is it going to be a Galal for Snappy or a Gapog for Snappy?
Stop trying to make the fog a thing. It's not a thing.
It is a thing, I'm telling you. This isn't Mean Girls, Pilski. Snacks progresses fast up into mid, and ENCE are doing much the same over toward the A bomb site. Rops, he is holding strong. However, Brokey has gone down, so it is kind of on to Rops. Nice spray transfer, catches Hades in the head, but it is starting to be a bit of an expensive round for Faze.
Doesn't matter. They've got plenty of cash, bro. It's Faze Clan, Jordan. They're millionaires.
Yeah, their bank account looking about as good as Johnny Depp's at the moment. Tack time out for ENCE. Still got quite a few to play with, and definitely still a lot of rounds, a lot of legs left in this half. But obviously, ENCE are going to know that this is them teetering on the precipice now of losing the series. They dropped map 1. Faze is looking like they're going to be able to push hard on the CT side of Ancient. And they're searching for a 2-0 right now.
Splish splash. I agree. See what ENCE are going to go for here. Brokey on the AWP. Looking like a bit of control up towards ramp side. They've thrown that lurk smoke to try to find this entry here early on. Oh, Rangers goes straight through it. Nice opener for Madden. Snappy gets a pick on these players, trying to crunch from Cheetah as well.
Again and again, just trades, early exchanges. It's trying to take control of halls, but unable to do so.
Weird 3v3 now. All about timings. Rops is still on this mid line. He can go for a late flank through mid here. Brokey giving up that A side of the map. A lot of pressure on Twist now on left side of Cheetah. If he goes down here, that might just be the round. He's all over it though.
Twists. He's not missing a beat. Can he get Hades as well? No. The timing didn't work out for him. 1 minute left. But Brokey has an AWP. He's on the site. He's holding strong. And Rops is hanging around. It'll be a fast rotate.
Patience being shown by ENCE right now. The bottom of B ramp. Rops not wanting to flank until they make contact with Brokey.
No way. They've pushed him off the line, and then Snacks has just deleted him. It's like the pistol round all over again, but Rops can deny the bomb plant. Got 11 bullets left. He won't opt to spam through. It's a good decision, but Snacks a masterstroke.
Yeah.
Sneaks through the smoke, and he's on his way to A.
He can't make any noise, though, for a lot of this.
He'll get there.
Yeah, Rops not moving at all.
But
Starting
what's
to
happening
suspect.
in Rops' mind? Are the wheels starting to turn? the
Yeah.
cogs.
What's this post plant for Snacks? All right, he's planting for Temple and CT. Drop's going to make his way through Donut side. That's where Snacks is headed to, Jordan.
Oh, he's going to take the aggressive fight. Snacks has been really good on this map, but Rops, he feels unbeatable at the moment. Oh, off angle. And Snacks goes one better, 12-10.
I can't wait to see this shot coming up B ramp. That was the big one, wasn't it?
It
Taking
was.
out Brokey. That was the key frag of the round.
It's the first round on the board in the second half for ENCE.
Maybe didn't get it.
No, it'll be after this.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
didn't get it.
All good.
Oh, never mind. They've debated us.
Ooh.
Much like Snacks did to Brokey.
Yeah, big 1v2. Oh, quick one straight up into B now. Pressure on Carrigan, but he's so blind, he can't see a damn thing.
Deco was blind too, but it doesn't matter. He's got a Mac 10, he's holding W. Love to see it, and ENCE are into B, but they haven't got control of it. Brokey's in such a good spot, they had no idea. Madden trying to plant the bomb, punished for it. Snacks drops as well. Rops gets his revenge. And it seems as though Faze might be able to do so as well. The last round didn't work for them, but this one does. And the gap closes to 1 again.
No plant. It's going to be a low util buy. Hades with only $3 grand in the bank account. They might have to consider the half buy here. Faze are starting to take some hits to their economy here, Jordan. Buy up from ENCE. This could be the reset round where ENCE actually goes for 14. But they got to do it with real light util and Hades down on the Galil. This is not going to be a straightforward round to win. You can't play a long, drawn-out default. Oh, they catch them on the run boost, 1-for-1. Snappy needs to trade this, and he will.
You've got no time to even break the game down, Pilsky. The fights, they just happen so fast, so early in the rounds. It's Faze down a number, and ENCE already into the A bomb site, doing more and more damage. Carrigan is fighting hard, doing what he can, but the shots aren't landing, and it's down to the two veterans of this Faze roster. Carrigan, old man Carrigan, but he's got aim like a youngster. And Rain is in there as well. The MVP from the major. A 2-on-4 for Carrigan and Rain. What a big round this would be. Snappy has to try and clutch it out now for ENCE. Has he spotted Rain there? Maybe in the peripheral vision. Someone surely called it. He turned away, but now the info's there.
See you later.
He hides behind the smoke and starts to back away. Oh, it might have been a bait more than anything.
Oh, Snappy's playing this to perfection right now. He's reading them like a book. Carrigan on the rotation back through spawn. Snappy knows that could be a possibility. Now might have an opportunity to catch Rain here, who's up on the off angle. Headshot line being held.
Rain's going to hit it.
Oh, he never misses a headshot, does he? Sharp man. That is such a big opportunity missed by ENCE.
It's a 2-on-4.
2-on-4, and that would have been the reset round, Jordan. Like, that would have been them up to 14, and now it's 12-12. And with no bomb plant, they have to consider a half buy.
Rain and Carrigan, brothers in arms. They make it happen. Big round. And ENCE back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, they're going to be kicking themselves. This was where the round fell apart. And there was plenty of time as well. Like, they didn't need to just B-hop across the site. Timeout. They're buying. So, again, going to be another low util buy. With that round coming down to 2 players alive, they know FaZe Clan's economy is still resettable. They're so close, Jordan. It's the same thing as Mirage. They just need to win that one swing round. But FaZe just keeps coming up with big plays.
Just win, forehead. Not sure it's so easy against the best team in the world. And there's a reason FaZe have that title. Starting to see it. More contests over mid and more mollies for ENCE to run through. This time they're able to steamroll twists. They've still got to get past Rops, and the rotation is coming across. The cavalry arriving on the A bomb site, maybe just in time. Rops is deleted as well. It's a 3-on-5, now a 2-on-5. Surely ENCE can't drop another one. Brokey has a job to do, and that almost was 3. Rain. 2 low HP players on the other side of the field, and Snacks, of course, tagged up.
Yeah.
It feels like a winnable round. The form he's been in lately.
Doesn't really feel like Rain's going for it. Considering the save here. That was exactly what ENCE needed. This was starting to get way too close for comfort, but they finally found that reset round. Faze have no loss bonus at all, so it's going to be 1,800 for Carrigan, 1,900 for Twists. Single save territory. And with Brokey up at 2.5, like, they could just take that single save and maybe go for, like, an AWP with Kevlar or a little bit of util, glass cannon. Couple considerations to be made. Rain seeing if he can take any guns away at the end of the round. Keep ENCE's money a little bit more honest, but can't quite. This one's an absolute nail-biter.
It is. There's a Mirage, but playing out in a bit of a different way. Both teams throwing everything at one another.
Yeah, it feels like ENCE are very comfortable playing low util game. He's playing some more up-tempo styles.
Got another MAC-10 out here
for
for
Madden. Forced.
ENCE are going to potentially try to go fast one more time. This time into Cheetah. Carrigan is there with a C-Save, and he's already got himself a kill. It's a 1-for-1. Twists, burns alive. The numbers advantage is well and truly there for ENCE, and a grenade landing at the feet of Rain. They have the awareness of where he possibly could be, luckily. Unable to find the second there for Snappy.
Yeah, that force has not worked out at all. Faze are going to be reset now. Single reset, which is going to give ENCE 14 into an anti-eco for 15, and then Faze will have to win 3 on the trot on the CT side to try to pull it to OT.
Dire straits for Faze. Not something I expected to be saying. But I feel as though we've consistently underrated ENCE just a little bit because of that substitute factor. And in fairness, it is always something that's in the back of your mind, but I don't even think it's really worth talking about anymore because it seems like a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like ENCE is playing to their ability.
It is playing solid CS, man.
So go back to saying that it feels like ENCE is a grand final contender. You know, if they can beat Faze.
I mean, if they can beat Faze, they can beat anyone in this tournament.
Correct. And it's not as if they've had the easiest of runs either. Had to go past G2. They beat Mouse pretty handedly. And of course, they're versing Faze now. So they are being tested at Dallas. They're up 14-12, and they might push us through to nuke. One more chance for Faze, but it'll be next round rather than this, you'd think.
Brokey's found himself an A1S, so he'll try and do some damage with that. Not too much to say about this round. Just we'll keep an eye on where Brokey positions himself. He's going to be over towards the A side of the map. ENCE just taking mid control with a fair bit of util. Footsteps being heard by Snappy, well aware of the positioning of these players. We're all over that. Sorry, Brokey's actually on the A side, the B side rather. I thought he was over towards A. Misread the minimap.
It's in the right position to do some work with this M4, but Diha hits the headshot, and so that's the one gun out of the picture for Faze. Should be irretrievable. Carrigan's gonna go for it, but it'll be his undoing.
Yeah, not too much to say about this one. Not a whole lot going into it for Faze, and it's a pretty sensible approach. Just util being invested to take some mid control. And then they just work that B side of the map. Really great anti-eco. They're going to have cash for days. Plenty of buy rounds to try to close out this game with. Here's the buy for Faze.
Yep.
It is not one where they've had access to an AWP. The util's not great. It's not like they're going to be able to just molly out the one whole side of the map like a lot of teams like to do on the CT side here.
Someone's going to have to get that OT poll up in chat and see what the people think. 3 rounds in a row. What do we reckon? Faze, can they do it? Had some good rounds on this CT side, but it feels as though the momentum has definitely shifted into the favor of ENCE.
It's good stuff in the early round. Twist trying to use his util to find a pick in middle up over the one-way, but no one really going into middle for ENCE. Instead, they're looking up B ramp here. Carrigan to receive on the backside of B, playing a retake setup. See you later.
That's a nice entry from Madden, and ENCE already swarming the bomb site. They haven't cleared out Cave just yet, and they'll be aware of that. So Rain's position is a little bit tenuous. But so is Faze's chance now in the rest of this map. I mean, it's not going to last much longer by the looks of things. Decar, Madden chiming in. And it's just Twists and Rops left alive now. It was a very tight map, but all of a sudden it looks like it's easy for ENCE.
They're just locked behind the smoke. Not too much to do here.
Rops and Twists, they're going to have to go. Time is running out, but surely no chance here at all. Defuse kit's nowhere to be seen. Time is running out. 4 players to find. Now it's Rops and Twists going down, and ENCE will force a third. Who would have thought we'd be headed to Nuke?
Yeah, we feel the